The hourglass is leaking sand, but we still surfing Cowabunga. Reminisce, remember the time, reflected on life when I was younger. I used to get mine, do anything to get my numbers. Cause where I'm from, your pockets power and women love that Hummer. Niggas try to front and make me stunt, you know I'm chopping them up like lumber. You never see me coming, Stevie Wonder.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Shalom, Israel. This is Judah J. The title of this video is Your Enemy's Power is Revealed. Let's reveal your enemy's power. How do your enemies do the things against you on a consistent basis all the time when it seems like there's no end to what they're doing, to their persecution against you? Let me show you what they're doing. Witchcraft, sorcery. When I speak something, when someone, not me, but when somebody speaks a word of evil, something against you, right? When they speak these words against you, their frequency, their words are going out into the heavens. The spirits that are in the heavens, which are the prince of the power of the air, which is Satan, his spirits, his demonic spirits, his fallen angels, all these things, these spirits that control the world. When they hear these words from these temples, these people that have confessed and served Satan, people that have made Satan a part of their life, that word that goes out, now what's going on next, the word went out, now it's the faith that is being looked at by the spirits. The spirits are looking at the person's faith to see if they truly believe what they're saying. This could be for someone that is serving the Most High God. He says the just shall live by faith. So the wicked shall live also by faith. Let me say that again. The wicked also live by faith in the power that they serve. So when they speak these words of cursing against a person, the spirits that are in the second heaven, which is the earth, the prince of the air, basically the heaven that's above in the earth, that's in the earth, right? In that realm, the Most High God has given Satan temporary power in that realm. So when someone speaks a word, someone that serves Satan speaks a word of evil against someone, their faith is being looked at. We're being watched by a cloud of witnesses, not just Most High God, not just the heavenly angels, but also the fallen angels and Satan, the demonic spirits. So they're now checking to see if that person believes what they're saying, if they're truly sold out to what they're saying. Faith in both realms activates a response. Let me say that again. Faith in both realms activates a response. Something will occur based off of your faith. That's why faith is so powerful. So when these people speak these evils against you, their faith is being looked at by the fallen one to see if they believe, to see if they're truly all in it as far as their mind, their spirit, the soul. When it is, now that initiative goes out into the world, comes against the person that it was spoken against. If that person does not have a hedge, if the person does not have a hedge, which is the Most High God, which is Christ in their life, that evil will now befall them, because the Most High God says that my people perish for the lack of knowledge. So when you don't have knowledge of what's going on around you in the spiritual realm, you will succumb to the evils that is being spoken against you in the spiritual realm. We are spiritual beings living in a physical experience, not just the children of God, but also the wicked. So they have chosen Satan to be their God. So they seek him to provide things in their life, things, blessings, power, strength, all these things. Now, because the Most High has given the wicked temporary power in the world, they will actually receive these things that they ask for if the person that they're speaking against does not have a relationship with Christ. Now, once that word has gone out, since these people are also people that have been created, we have a body. The wicked also have a body. We are made in the image of the Most High God. He spoke everything we see into existence. So even though these people are wicked, they have power to speak things into existence, even if it's not directed and aimed in the right ends and towards things which are holy and good. They can speak these things into existence. And if you don't have the knowledge, my people perish for the lack of knowledge. If you don't have knowledge of what's going on around you, if you don't have discernment of what's going on around you, you will now be you could possibly be a victim to what these people are speaking against you. That's why I've been trying to tell you guys for so long. You are dealing in a spiritual battle, a battle that you don't know about because you are living. You're walking in a carnal mind, thinking that everything that is going on around you is what you can see. What you can see is what you believe. We are not in those times anymore. Let's just say this: the Most High God. We were in those times before, where things didn't occur to us and hurt us because it wasn't time for it to hurt us. Back in the times before it was where everything was good, like the 90s. Let's say the early 2000s, even before that. You could be in sin all you wanted to your whole life and then still prosper, still have good things happen in your life and not see any big changes occurring in your life. And you're like, oh, well, this is just the way life is. But now we're in the last days, like a switch has been flipped in the spiritual realm because Christ is getting ready to come back. You can't live the way you used to live. You can't think that the way you operate in your life, if it's in sin, is going to be something. If you know God that benefits you, that's going to you're going to be able to keep operating in this type of mindset and this lifestyle for all your life or whatever. Life is not promised to anybody. But because the switch has been flipped in the spiritual realm, you can't sin and not think there's going to be a repercussion for that sin. That's why I keep trying to tell you, get away from sin, because that is where the power, the enemy will have power over you because of your sin, because of your disobedience to the Most High God. He will now be given rights to have power over you to do amazingly evil things in your life. Targeted individuals. A lot of you guys still are on this whole trip. I keep telling you, you're on this trip of thinking that it's just about what you can see, what you can feel. It's not about that. It's about the relationship you have with Christ, which is going to save you. You are around people. I don't know if you've experienced this thing the way I've experienced it. You're around people that are not operating on a normal mindset. These people are completely sold out to the fallen one. They're conduits now. I don't know when the switch was flipped. I don't know when the switch was flipped to where now a majority of people have this frequency that now connects to the satanic kingdom, to where they're hive-minded, to where they all have an objective to meet, an objective that they have to meet. They have to reach. They have to fulfill these objectives now, based off of the spirit that's in them. Before in the past, let's just say this: before that switch was flipped, there were evil people in the world that did evil things, right? But it seemed like the world still was able to kind of exist and to be able to go forward and to move forward in a normal way, where it wasn't so evident to everyone else that was around these evil people that something was different. We were able to kind of live our lives and make our mistakes and then, go through things, and the world didn't seem much different. But now, the world's much different. You feel it, you know it, you see it. And if you don't try, if you act like you don't see it, know it, and feel it, you are deceiving yourself and you're lying. You're probably one of these people that have just have a reprobate mind, because you cannot live in this world now and know that things are different, ain't nothing the same, and that things are wrapping up. Nothing seems right anymore. So let's just get past this whole gaslighting, self-gaslighting that we do, trying to avoid what the real is. The real is God's coming back. He's sending his son, Yahushua Mashiach, back. Because of this, you see the world in the state that it's in. But it also, because you know what channel this is, the children of Israel, the Negroes scattered to the four corners of the earth, are waking up to who we are. The Bible, read the Bible. It talks about Israel thousands and thousands of times in the Bible. It tells you who the people of God are and why they were in the state of bondage that they would be in, and what would happen once they begin to wake up The judgment now is befalling the world. That's why you're seeing everything so crazy and weird. Doesn't seem like nothing makes sense anymore. Nothing will come back to the way it used to be. If you want things to come back to the way it used to be, you are in a dream. This is only going to get worse because God, Christ, is wrapping up this world. He's wrapping it all up. Nothing's going to go back to the way it was where you're comfortable living your life of whatever opposition to God. You may say, oh, I don't believe in God, but I love people and I try to do the best I can. And no, no, if you don't have a relationship with Christ, you are going to perish. That goes for all of us. That doesn't just go for you. Now's the time where it's the wheat and tear. God's seeing who is his and who's not. If you decide to be a person that goes against God, if I decide to be a person that goes against God, that walks in unrighteousness, regardless of how difficult it is to resist the unrighteousness. If you decide to walk in these ways, you will be lost. And then the destruction that's coming on Babylon, America, all the Western nations, basically the whole world, right? The destruction that's coming through war, through famine, through all sorts of other economic hardships will befall you, and you won't make it. You will not. You will perish. You won't make it through these times. This is a certain time now. It's a time period where things are going to happen rapidly. Things are going to change. Your life is going to be changed to where you will look at your life and say, "This is not the way I can even imagine my life even being." I can't imagine life being this way. That's what it's supposed to be. God is wrapping this whole age up. The age where you can choose another God to live for. An age where you can say, I love Christ, but I'm going to live in opposition to him by doing things I know is wrong. He's about to destroy everything. That all the people that live that way, he's going to destroy them. Regardless if they're Israelites that look like me or if they're Gentile that don't look like me. I'm telling you, he's wrapping it all up and it's only going to get worse. So if you're looking for a time period or a situation where everything's going to go back to normal, and you're like, oh, well, we're just having a rough period. Yeah, there's a war right now, possibly. There could be possibly World War III. You're saying this in your mind, possibly. And you're like, oh, well, things will go back to normal. No. Satan, his fallen ones, his demons, they hate us. Even the ones that follow Satan, they hate them. Because they are in the image of God, they have the ability to possibly repent and turn away from their sins and have salvation. They hate the children of God, all of them, even if they don't know Christ now. They hate them. What they're doing now, the people that you say is they're the wicked, they're against you. They're atheists. They're against God. What Satan is doing is trying to hold them in that mindset, in that spirit long enough so he can destroy them, take them away from God, and say, "Look, God. Your people don't love you. They love me. They love what I could provide for them. They love what." This is the time of high deception. To where if you don't have the ability to discern what's going on in these times, there's no way for you to make it. Judah J, me, I always talk to myself sometimes in that other person, like the third person, second person, whatever. I'm trying to tell you the honest truth. If you're a Gentile, somebody from not a Negro. If you're a Negro, now's the time for us to turn away from our sins, obey the commandments, seek Christ, read his word, make it a part of your life. Show him that you are actually doing what you can do on your end to have a relationship with him, that he will come in, he will sup with you, he will fill you with his spirit, he will fill you with his word. He will teach you how to navigate through these evil times. But if you don't make if you don't make that consecrated if you don't make that decision, basically, to turn it all over to him, live for him, carry your cross or whatever the cross. I don't believe in the cross. It was the tree, not in the tree, but carry your cross. What that means is deny your flesh. I'm doing it now myself. I'm not perfect. Judah J ain't perfect, but there's things that I used to do I don't do no more because of Christ. I don't do things like, listen, now's the time. He says, sojourn on this earth with fear and trembling. Why did he say that? Why did Christ say that? Because now, I got people looking at me as I make these videos. You see this? Like people just like start staring and stuff and all these things. And um, now is the time where you and me, we have to know that this thing, this life that we live in, judgment is coming to this world. Judgment, complete judgment. We have to get ourselves right with him because in the end, listen, I'm going to tell you this and I'm about to end the video. Satan has worn big shoes in this world to where it makes people believe they even don't even want to talk about it or discuss it. They think he is above God because he has done the things in their life that makes them see to believe. We are people that see to believe. That's the way we are. We're people that, because that's all we know. The one that we are, that the one that we're supposed to believe in through faith is about to take over this whole, change this whole thing now. I'm trying to tell you the shift has happened. Righteousness, judgment shall be judged by judgment shall return to righteousness. Righteousness shall be returned to judgment, or judgment shall return to righteousness. That means that based off of your righteousness, that's how you'll be judged. Let me say that again. Based off of your righteousness, that's how you're going to be judged. In Satan's world, which we've all come up in and lived in and all this stuff, it's been no matter how you get it done, if you get it done, if you so happen to cheat that person, steal from that person, hurt that person, and you manage to come up, then you'll be successful. That's his world. I'm trying to tell you, as an Israelite, as someone that's trying to walk in the light, that time is over now. The spirit is shifted in the spirit. Now you'll be judged by the evil that you walk in. Everyone that watches my videos, I'm going to let you know this. Everyone that watches my video that's not of God, that comes to my videos to try to check in on me to see how my life is going or see if they can get information on me to try to hurt me or do anything, they know there's a shift in the spiritual realm because the one that created everything, the one that has all power, is now judging the wicked. They are being judged. Their power is waning. It's not because of us. Who are we? We're flesh and blood. Christ is taking their power away. But the thing is, if we walk in sin, they have power over us. If you walk in sin, the enemy has power over you. Targeted individuals, if you walk in sin, they have power over you. What's sin? What's sin? What's sin? Disobeying the commandments of the Most High. What are the commandments? Those 10 commandments. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not covet. Thou shalt love the Lord your God and the Lord your God only. You shall love and you shall not have any other gods before the Most High God. You shall not commit idol worship. You shall not worship other gods. What are other gods? Anything that would take you away from the praise and honor and the glory and living in the way the Most High God will call for you to live. That shows him glory and honor. When you put other things, it could be anything, food, drugs, it could be anything. I'm trying to get away from cigarettes. I'm trying to get away from the cigarette. And even me, check this out. I don't drink all the time. But I drink sometimes just to relax. You know, sometimes you just drink something like I don't drink hard liquor. I don't drink even beer. But I drink things like little alcoholic beverages sometimes. It makes me relax. But in my past, it's been where I've drank in these little things to make me relax, and it's led me to do other things. So now God took those other things away from me, but I'm still having these little issues sometimes of drinking the little low percentage alcohol drinks to have the little relaxing. Because when you're a target individual, there's no excuse. There's no excuse. When you're a target individual, sometimes when you're out in the world, target individuals, listen to this. You're out in the world. Everyone's always paying attention to you. And it's not like you're looking for them to pay attention to you. Whenever you drive by or walk by, everybody's staring at you, smirking at you, getting on their phones, looking down at their phones like they're alerting someone to you, like you're doing something that's wrong when you're just trying to live your life. You're doing your job and people are looking at you weird. You know when someone is looking at you weird. We're not stupid. We're not stupid people. You know when someone's looking at you more intensely than they should be, or they're aiming some sort of vibe towards you that ain't right, and we can feel it because we're connected. People are connected. We a lot of us have similar experiences, and so you know when this is happening, and it's not about no craziness. It's not about none of that. It's about what's the real. We go through these things, but the thing is this: they do these things because these people are under control of a spirit that's leading them to do this, because if they don't do it, they'll be punished. They've made connections, they made ties with Satan's kingdom. So now these people are basically in chains. These perps, these gang stalkers, they're in chains to Satan's kingdom. They have to follow the commands of Satan. But the thing that stops them, that protects us, is the Most High God's word, and also walking in obedience to the Most High God's word. So now when they're doing these things, think about what they're going through. That's why I told you on this channel, always pray for people. Pray for those chains, that they will be released from these chains that they're in. They serve the following. They made the worst decision they ever made in their life. No matter how they decided to come to that point of making this decision to serve the following, now they're in it. They realize now that they're in it, and they have to do his will, or pay the price, because their hedge from God is gone. He may have mercy on them, where he would allow to sustain them, allow them to make it through, even though they're doing evil to his own kids. These people are doing evil to his own kids, seeking to harm them, seeking to cause. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. I don't trust none of that. Guy walks by. You see that? I don't even just see that. I don't even know if you saw that. Guy walks by me, head down, look like he's doing something else, or like he's looking at something else when he's paying attention to me, with his side eye, with his phone pointed right at me. His phone, he's looking down like he's looking at the ground, and he's walking by like he's just inconspicuous, like he's doing nothing. And his phone is pointed right at me. I know who these people are because of my experience. Now, not everybody that has a phone is walking by you is no gangs talk. That's what they want you. They want to jade your mind so bad to make you believe that everyone around you is against you. That's not the way it is. That's why you have to have discernment and ask the Most High God, test the spirits. Who are the people that are against me? Who is walking nefariously, seeking to do evil to me without my knowing? Who is it who is it against me, Lord? And he'll tell you who it is in the spirit. You will know, like I know. But the thing is, when you see this stuff happening to you all the time, there might be a propensity to get angry, to start to question God, to start to say, why is this happening to me? I can't have any peace because these people are all around me. I'm not even doing anything wrong. I'm just trying to chill, relax. And you're like, why, God? No, not in these times. That's old school stuff. That's old school target individual. Trust in the Most High God. Everything happens for a reason. If you're going through it, you're supposed to go through it. Nothing that you go through is be above his power to take you out of it and to restore you and to bring you back up. Nothing is above his power. I'm learning that. Nothing is above Christ's power. If it happens, if things happen, that's not. First, you bind spirits, you cast them out to the abyss. You always put a hedge of protection around you because he's offered that to you with his word. His promises that he gave you, speak his word back to him all the time. You never leave me nor forsake me. You shall preserve me from all evil. You shall never leave me. You shall deliver me from every evil way. Tell him these things. Remind him of these things. And you're not reminding him. He knows, but he wants you to say it so that he can know, oh, my child is trusting in my word to get them through. Then that's when the problems happen with the enemy. The enemy will go through these problems that we don't know anything about. The Most High God is our power. He's the one that fights for us. You don't fight for yourself. You speak his word over every situation. Trust me, these people are sold out. No normal human being would try to do evil against you and hurt you and come against you and try to cause you to want you to fall. This is not natural. We are dealing in a time where everyone is demon possession. Satan is pulling out all the strings. Demon possession, taking over the temple of God. He wants to sit in the temple of God and say he is God. I control this temple. They do what I want. They do what I say. They don't trust in you. They don't believe in you. That's what the enemy wants to do. You have to cover. You have to shield yourself against the forces of evil by consecrating your flesh, turning away from the sins, speaking his word, making daily, reading his word, having a prayer life, not living at this world. You live as this world in these days, demon possession. That's something you don't want. You don't want it. You don't want to have the situation where you are stuck and you feel like you cannot do the right thing even if you wanted to. where the demons are now possessing you, leading you to do things and have you keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it long enough to where the Most High will possibly take his hand off you and you'll be destroyed. Anyway, this is Judah J. I hope you guys listen to what I'm saying to you. It's out of love. It's out of I'm trying. Hey, and for myself, when I say these things, it's because I have experience with these things and I go through these things. I'm trying to speak to myself and encourage myself to keep going. Keep going. The wicked ones are going to keep going until they're destroyed. Because you got a whole bunch of people out here that serve Satan that are doing these evils against us, these gang stalkers. They don't even know what they're doing. They think good is evil and evil is good. You got a mad psychopath people out here, high-minded people out here doing evil against the Most High God's people on purpose with extrasensory abilities because they have familiar spirits and monitoring spirits that dwell with them, tell them things about us. You got this evil enemy against you and you don't want to have protection? You don't believe you need protection? Oh, you can just fight these dudes. Let me just be real. You can fight these niggas. You can fight these niggas and they'll stop. They ain't stopping for nothing. That's why your praise can't stop for nothing. That's why you're consecrating your flesh can't stop for nothing. That's why you got to keep going. It's like I got to keep going. Anyways, blessings to you guys. Hopefully, y'all willing, I'll make another video tonight. I'm in my car right now, so basically, but tonight, hopefully, I'll make another video. If he leads me to do that, if you would like to donate to the channel, Cash App, $ Judah J Talks 144. Every little bit helps. It really does. Once again, Cash App, $ Judah J Talks 144. If you're led to do that, blessings to you. And I just pray that everybody will begin to turn away from sin. Pray for everybody will begin to turn to the Most High Yah, turn to his son Yahushua Mashiach, read his word, deny your flesh, and seek him. Seek him. All right, guys, until next time, blessings to you. And once again, shalom.
You can feel my
Tesla magnetic essence with a twist of Freud. Boys the big boys, the expensive suits, the agendas, the crush the will of truth. Undergo the misplaced perceptions, red for the dead spun like threads. Against kids in the Gen X meds, fight for the mental, lead points, the backs and slow down and make foul the brainwaves of Zion. Only dying but Orion got the deity thoughts, the new age hopes, blotted and wrapped. Token and hijack message that led you to get casted and locked trapped in a pack of cognizant dissonant traps. But we pack strength and backpacks with holes so the foe can't go up the road and get stuck in the stagnant motion. No emotion, lost in the sauce and trying to pay no cost to rise above the flaws. Just a sad story paid for and sold like the oldest trick you could ever know. Figure it, but still the drip of bad dreams and frequencies and misdirected by deities dispelled, changed without an ounce of love. The blood of sacrifice is the price he paid to protect us from the well thought out rage that's pain to trap us in the maze. But you ain't getting phased by that, is you? You ain't getting phased by that, is ya?
You can't feel